In this video, you will learn how to configure mailboxes to receive and send emails to be used when building a ticket queue. To access the mailboxes, click on Mailbox from inside the Ticket Manager. Inside the mailboxes, you will see a grid with all the mailboxes configured in GoContact. The grid will display the mailbox names, the type of mailbox, outbound or inbound, the queues associated with this mailbox, the status of this mailbox. The green check means that GoContact has verified and has access to this mailbox. The red X means there was an error in establishing contact with this mailbox, and the hyphen means the mailbox has yet to be verified. You can also see if the mailbox is active or not, and under Actions are the options to edit the mailbox or delete it from the platform. The search filter on the left allows you to search for a specific mailbox. To create a new mailbox on the platform, click Create in the top right corner. Keep in mind that to configure the mailbox, an email account must already exist from a third-party service, such as Gmail, Outlook, Exchange, Office, etc. If you are going to configure a mailbox with Gmail, you will need to set an app password on Gmail to grant access to GoContact. When you're ready to create your mailbox, the first thing you'll need to do is give your mailbox a name and select the mailbox type. Inbound is used for receiving tickets and emails, and outbound is used for sending emails. To create an outbound mailbox, click on Outbound, then set the maximum size of attachments allowed in a sender's email. You'll need to, under Outbound Configurations, enter your server. You can check with your service provider to see what your organization is using. You'll enter the port, the security configuration. You'll enter a username here. In this case, it needs to be a full email address. Click on Change Password and enter the new password twice. Click on Save, and this outbound queue will be available in the queue grid. To create an inbound mailbox, click on Inbound. You're going to need to give your mailbox a name, enter the full email that you're going to be using. You'll enter the server, the port, the security protocols, and the username just as you would for an outbound mailbox. Check the Change Password box and enter the password twice. Since this is an inbound email, we don't have attachments to limit, but we do have rules. Rules in this context are triggers that will redirect emails that meet certain criteria from this mailbox to another mailbox that can later be associated to a queue. To access your rules, click on the Rules tab. The rule grid will display the order, which is the priority of the rule, whether the rule is active or not, the rule name, the mailbox the emails are sent to when this rule is triggered, and the action. To create a new rule, click on New Rule. Up here you have an example as well as a help function, which will help you in formatting your conditions. To create a rule, you'll want to give your rule a name. In this case, we'll call this spam block. 2 is going to be the recipient's email address, which is where you're going to send the emails when the rule is triggered. Domains are any email from this domain is going to trigger this rule. The CC refers to copied mailboxes, so where to send a copy of this email when the rule is triggered. Subject or keywords in the subject that will trigger the rule, and body refers to words or expression in the email body that will trigger the rule. We can also indicate whether or not an email is going to maintain their attachments once the rule has been triggered. So if I want to create a rule that's going to send all emails that have sale or discount in the subject to a spam mailbox or something like that, I'm going to enter sale or discount in the subject. Once this has been configured, I need to select the mailbox these emails should be routed to. Then I need to determine the ticket status that will apply to the email if it doesn't go through this mailbox. I can choose spam or closed. In both cases, the SLA won't start counting for tickets meeting these criteria. And then I need to give my subject a name. I'll click OK, and I should be able to see my rule show up here in the rule grid. Once the rule is saved and we have completed the mailbox configuration for our inbound mailbox, we click on Save, and it's ready for use in the ticket queue.